Good morning, hockey fans. From coast to coast, we're coming to you live from the Lower Mainland, the ProTrans Community Arena here in beautiful British Columbia on the snow-covered campuses of the University of British Columbia here in Vancouver, BC, Canada. I'm Jared Thomas. You're watching and listening on YouTube.com. This is the JWHL Invitational here in their 10th anniversary. We got a matchup for you this morning between the Balmoral Hall Blazers, coming all the way from Winnipeg. Their record stands at 9-5-7, 86 goals for, 59 goals against, and they're going up against the New England Hockey Club from Massachusetts. Their record stands at 1-20-1. So it's been a forgettable campaign for New England this year, but they'll look to pull the upset this morning out at UBC. Players to watch on the Balmoral Hall squad. None more threatening than number 10, Morgan Wabick. She's got 23 goals, 24 assists, 47 points. And her running mate, Olivia Carr, has just 9 goals, but 28 helpers for 37 points. The starter this morning for Balmoral Hall will be Corrine Schroeder. She sports a 4-3-5 record, but has a glittering 2.51 goals against and a sparkling .928 save percentage on New England. Players to watch. Number 10, Nicole Lorenzo. She's got 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. Starter this morning will be number 29, Taylor Peltier, 1-13-1, a high goals against of 5.01, but a nice save percentage of .894. It looks like we're ready for puck drop, and here we go. Off the scramble draw, it's Balmoral Hall that will come away with it, and the Blazers are into the zone quickly. Quick chance to the backhand, and a good first save there by Miss Peltier. And now New England will get it out to neutral ice. It's Miss Lorenzo who rings it around the boards. And the Blazers get it out quickly and cleanly. They'll flip it in to the near side corner. Off the end board, it ricochets. And dump into the Blazers zone. And back for it is Miss Olivia Carr. Giveaway in the middle, and couldn't get good wood on it. Miss Willard. Now New England tries to go to work out of the corner. Spin around shot and a huge pad save. Schroeder with her first good stop of the morning. And I hope you have your coffee with you, because it's a quick wake-up call from the ProTrans Community Arena here in UBC. Lee digs the puck free off the wall, but it goes to New England. Here comes Bailey Tranny, sporting Yoggers number 68. And from behind the net, the Blazers will work it up the far side of the ice. Chipping it in is Delaney Bohm. Wabrick charging, lowering the shoulder, circling the zone, tees it up, and that goes wide. Pass to the line. Taylor Tom over for Wabrick. Long shot, and that goes well wide once more. Blazers still have control though. Setting up in the corner, Morgan Wabick. Trying to center, and they'll get it to go! On the freak behind the net play, it comes out to the side, and the Blazers just ferocious on that puck. They had extended zone time, and they made good. And first through the line, it's the big threat on the Blazers. Morgan Wabick with her first goal of the game. So the Blazers going to work early here. Still 7:25 to go in this first period, and we already have our first goal of the hockey game. And of course, Miss Morgan Wabick is committed to UConn, University of Connecticut. And that's the big advantage of the JWHL. They have the biggest crop of players playing in Div 1, NCAA, and CIS hockey. So if you want your young daughter to get ahead in her hockey career and her educational career, you got to check out the JWHL. Blazers continuing to pressure here. New England's been hemmed in their zone for almost 3 whole minutes. It comes to Ton, she tees it up. Great block there by Nicole Lorenzo, and now here comes Bailey Tranny. In Yaugarian fashion, she sped down the ice. New England circling back in their own zone. They got to be careful they don't get hemmed in once again. Stacking up on the near side, it comes to Bassett. She'll just dump it down deep. After it is Mackenzie Guiman. Now New England, as the Blazers are making a change, they get a chance to break out of their zone. Well forced into the wall by the Blazers, but New England manages to just inch it forward. And now the Blazers will turn it back the other way. Here comes Olivia Carr. Cross ice for Bassett, quick wrister, and an easy save. Bassett again, and that goes just wide and off the end boards. Taylor Peltier will cover up and make sure the danger ceases on that foray into the offensive zone for now. 15:16 to go in the first period. I'm Jared Thomas, and you're watching on YouTube.com. Off the scramble draw, New England trying to force it up. But the Blazers come in. Wabick looking for a second goal of the game. She's out there with Carr. Surveying the scene, tries to go backdoor, and that just missed the mark. Delaney Bohm, back to Carr. In and out of the glove of Pelche. She doesn't have her stick. Bohm. Now Lorenzo will clear it down the ice. Pardon me, that's Tranny who does so. Come all the way harmlessly in on Schroeder. She'll play on. Teams will go for a change. Fresh legs on both ends. Now here comes Miss Lorenzo, long wrister, and that's blockered away by Schroeder. Curling off the wall, and a shot, and another save by Schroeder. Now on the open wing, Lee. Waiting for her teammates to join her. She'll lay it back. Kiana and Kiara Lee, both working on the same line here for the Blazers. Wabick, that being the defensive Wabick, number 4, Taylor. She pinches in, now played to the line for Tom, and she has her shot deflected. Now Maxie Bird will try and exit the zone, does so. But still, it's all Blazers here. They'll go far side. Lee leaves for Tom. Taylor Tom will play it down deep into the middle, and a quick save by Miss Peltier. And she's been busy early here in this first period. 13:19 to go in said first from the Pro-Trans Community Arena. Morgan Wabick back out there to take the draw. She'll lose it cleanly, but the Blazers will get it. And another tight play on the short side, and this time Peltier makes the stop. Here's Training. Training with a long shot. And forces Schroeder to make the neat glove save. Saw it all the way. Nice and easy into the glove. And Miss Corrine Schroeder, she's committed to Boston U. So bright times ahead for Miss Schroeder. And going to one of the most elite Div 1 hockey teams in both nations. Here comes Taylor Tom in on the rush. That shot goes wide and off the end boards behind the net. It's centered, and New England manages to get possession, but only briefly. Girl goes down, but no call on the play. Now New England will get a chance to cleanly break out. Stripped by Morgan Wabick, and now she puts it ahead. Chance here, Blazers up top, and that goes up and over. Wabick with it once again, going across, intercepted by Trainee, and now she's on the rush. There's a reason why they gave her number 68. The cross-ice feed goes off the heel of the stick and wide. Back to the line. New England trying to keep it in. They can't do so. Balmoral Hall will go back to the offensive zone. Gueman. Long shot and a save by Peltier. Gueman doing Yauman's work in the corner. Dug free by her teammate, Shiak. Back at the line, long snapshot, it's loose in front. Peltier covers up and hangs on. 11:30 to go in this first period. The Blazers leading 1-0 over the New England Hockey Club. And it's been the stellar goaltending of Taylor Peltier that's held New England in it. Off the draw, New England wins it. They'll get it out of the zone, and the Blazers will have to tag up. Collision as teammates colliding there. Long wrister. Now Morgan Wabick onto it again. She's in the high slot. Peltier bats that out of the slot with a good poke check. Now Wabick behind the net for Carr. Carr surveys the scene, back to the line. Down low for Carr once more. She's bodied off the puck. Nice hit there from Savannah Willard of New England. That wrister goes into the bench. And we'll see where the faceoff will be. Indeed, it's going to come back into New England's zone as they cleared it into their own bench. So a faceoff to the right of Miss Peltier. Wabick out there with Delaney Bohm and Miss Carr. She's got her sister at the line, and puck works cleanly to her. She'll dump it to the far side corner, and Bohm will give chase. Now out of the zone comes the captain, Cassidy McNeely. And Cassidy McNeely has the puck there, and quick strip, and the Blazers are off to the races. Bohm, she's got Carr, 2-on-0, and a good pad save by Peltier. Wabick at the line, holds it in. Dumps in for Carr. They're going for a change on the fly. Carr, all sorts of moves, into the slot, wrist, and she scores! What a beautiful solo effort by Miss Carr. Dangling out of the corner into the high slot and wrists it past the blocker side of Peltier for the 2-0 goal here as the Blazers lead. We're about halfway through the first period, 10:03 to go. So Olivia Carr, she's got 9 goals, 28 helpers, 37 points on the season. And judging by that solo routine she just pulled off, I'd say she needs to shoot more often. Now has 10 goals on the campaign, and here comes Lee one-on-one. She's got help coming. Across, backhander, and that goes all the way across the crease. The backhand pass from Alex Yelowega. And now Taylor Wabick tries to clear the zone. Now the Blazers have numbers coming through center. Up in the rush is Taylor Wabick, and Pelche makes the glove save up high and hangs on. 9:25 to go in the first. So Miss Carr, the goal scorer, is back out there. She does the quick win forward and into that far side corner as the Blazers trying to flex their offensive muscle, especially working New England down, wearing them down in the defensive zone. Rory Ringer trying to work it out. Long stretch pass, and Miss Trainey's in. She's in all alone. Backhand. What a stop by Schroeder. And that's the biggest threat on New England, and she was just stymied there by Schroeder, showing why she's sporting a sparkling .928 save percentage. Now, out of the pile, the Blazers are back to their office, it seems. But New England trying to get something done on the counterattack. But now the Blazers go to the counterattack. 1-on-2. It's Lyon. And New England will just clear that one down the ice. Does it have enough for icing? Indeed it does. So it's going to come all the way back down into New England's end. 8:12 to go in this first period. So we're seeing some counterattack chances now. That spring feed for Miss Trainey. And she just got robbed. It was a great move to the backhand, but Schroeder got the better of her. Taylor Tom from the line. That doesn't get through. It's loose in the slot. Pelche, a nice paddle save. Ringer fights off a check. Back to the line for Taylor Wabick. Long shot. Pelche gloves that up and makes sure there's no rebound because the Blazers are circling like there's blood in the water. 2-0 here with 7:49 to go in the first. Sydney Shayak in to take the draw. New England, one thing I'll give them is that they are getting the better of the face-offs despite not being able to always make good of it afterwards. Now a chance to clear. Nicole Lorenzo gets it out to center, but Taylor Wabick looks to turn New England right back into their own zone. Long flip feed to no one in particular. It'll come down on Miss Schroeder. She plays it to the far side corner, and the first person there is Lorenzo, but now Wabick. Nice moves inside, and Pelche, what a save, but what an effort by Miss Morgan Wabick. Long shot, and Pelche will scoop that up and make the stop. They are some lethal players on the ice for Balmoral Hall. None more lethal than Miss Morgan Wabick. She had our first goal of the hockey game. Now with 6:56 to go, it's 2-0 for the Blazers. Still plenty of time for New England to work back in this one. Morgan Wabick trying to work it free behind the net. Now Miss Bohm plays it down low. New England still having trouble getting it out on this near side wall. It's a scrum and a half here as two women aside, try and dig that puck loose. The ever offensive trainee trying to get it out of the zone. The Blazers will recollect and go right back to the attack. Morgan Wabick. Flipped up, takes a weird bounce off the stanchion. Wabick with the bank pass. Brilliantly played to Carr. She's got a man in the middle and can't find Bohm in front. Back the other way comes New England. The cross ice feed doesn't hit the mark, but it won't go for icing. Lee back in her own zone, pokes it to Taylor Tom. Cross ice, and here's the other Lee. He's got Yellowego with her backhander in tight. And Pelche, another great lateral save as she comes across and robs Miss Yellowega of a great offensive effort once again by the Blazers. 5:13 to go in this first period. Lee and Yellowega out there. Wabick and Tom on the back end for the Blazers. Wabick over to Taylor Tom. She loses the handle. Now a chance the other way for New England. To Trainee. She's in. The wrister goes wide. Tom looks to clear up the far side, pinching in. And New England can't keep the pressure up in the Blazers' ends. They're good for a rush, a shot on net, but they haven't managed to get much more than that. And Miss Pelche will cover up and hang on here with 4:47 to go. In this first period, the ice has been tilted towards the New England ends. And the Blazers have the only goals on the board so far. It stands 2-0. And the one who got the party started, Miss Morgan Wabick, is back on the ice. She wins it cleanly. Wabick deking through, back to the line. Comes in on Pelche, and she'll do the smart thing and just cover up. Little extra shot after the whistle. Miss Catherine Lyon finds herself on the seat of her pants. We'll get a quick word from the ref. Now back to the line. One shot, now a clear in. Ashley Hirschfield is holding the line over there. Pinching up was Miss Wagon. Now Wabick. Across for Hirschfield, she'll clear it in. Pelche will leave for a defensewoman. And now a scrum in the near side wall. Out of it comes Ringer. Now a chance for New England. Coming in strong was Kristen Cobbett, but didn't quite have the wheels to outrun the Blazers defender. Long wrister, and that gets through the crowd, but all the way to the end boards. And now the Blazers come back out. They'll just chip it down the ice. Emma Dorff leaves for the captain, Cassidy McNeely. And now Bailey Trainee comes all the way down to try and help things out. And Miss Pelche will make the stop. Something tells me she plays some softball or baseball in the off season with the amount of well-defended scoop she's made off the ice. And to take the draw, Wabick and Bird. Wabick wins it. Now Taylor Tom, backdoor, and Wabick can't get a stick on it. Carr down low for Wabick. Wabick to Tom. Cross to the near side for Miss Taylor Wabick. Down to Carr. Carr. The smooth skating Carr. Centering feed. Nobody there for the Blazers. Nice bank pass. Cleanly. And Lorenzo with a shot. And Schroeder forced to make a decent stop. 2:06 to go in this first period. For all of you in Winnipeg, hello, welcome to the broadcast. Jared Thomas with you. Calling some JWHL hockey here in Vancouver. It's the wee hours of the morning out here, but you get a good laugh from all the Vancouverites who can't handle the snow, as we have a nice blanket covering the lower mainland. And Miss Morgan Wabick going back to work, trying to put it across to Bohm. Bohm's worked into the boards heavily. But once again, the ref keeping her whistle close. Pelche in tight. And Trainee will dump it down the ice. Just get it out of danger, as once again the Blazers were circling, looking for any scraps around the net. But so far, Pelche has done very well to keep the best Blazers chances out in front of her. She's only been beaten twice so far in this first period. Yalowega trying to get the winger win, and the shot, that's blocked. And now Maxie Bird trying to split the D. Nothing going. Miss Hirschfield will reverse. Katie Bassett. Bassett up for Lee. She's got her sister in the middle. Nice little spin move. Savardian spinorama, but she's lost the handle. But she's so tenacious, she gets the puck back. And now plays it to the line for Bassett. She tries to walk in on the wrister, and that goes off the heel of her stick. And now the other way comes Kristen Cobbett. She's worked off the puck by the bigger Hirschfield. Now Lee works it through the center of the ice. Comes back to a New England defender, Jenna Abeda. But the Blazers once again are back on the rush, and here they come. Miss Lyon to the middle for Wabick. Nice move. Another leaves, and Pelche makes the glove stop with time winding down in this first period. Just 3 seconds left. And barring quick shot off the draw, which it looks like they might be trying to do as Lyon comes in, thinks about it. And time will expire in this first period. Score after one, 2-0 in favor of the Balmoral Hall Blazers over the New England Hockey Club. Kicking things off was the team leader, Morgan Wabick, with the first goal of the game. It was a bit of a freak goal coming off the end boards and then just stuffing it short side. And the second goal was provided by Miss Olivia Carr. Beautiful stick handling out of the corner into the high slot, and then a nice wrister blocker side, and Pelche was left helpless on that one. We'll see if she can get some help from her New England Hockey Club teammates as we head into the second. Once again, I'm Jared Thomas, and you're watching on YouTube.com. Good morning, hockey fans from coast to coast. Welcome back to the Lower Mainland. We're in ProTrans Community Arena here on the snow-covered campus of the University of British Columbia here in Vancouver, Canada, for some JWHL hockey. This edition, a matchup between the Balmoral Hall Blazers, all the way from Winnipeg, and the New England Hockey Club, all the way from Massachusetts. The score in this contest is currently 2-0 in favor of the Balmoral Hall Blazers, courtesy Morgan Wabick and Miss Olivia Carr. And to start off this second period, Miss Carr is in the faceoff dot against Maxie Bird, and here we go. Straight off, and one ahead is Miss Wagon. Right in! And I have called a lot of the girls by Miss this and that, but Miss Wagon is actually her last name, not Miss Wagon. So for all you folks in Winnipeg, I'm not getting it wrong. She holds the line, and it looks like we're going to have our first call of the game. It's going to be a tripping and a bit of pushing and shoving here, as Ashley DeFusco and Ashley Hirschfield are getting into it after the whistle. And it's going to be Miss DeFusco that's going to the box for 2 for tripping. 19:32 to go, and on the first power play of the game, it'll be the Blazers who get to flex some of their offensive muscle. They lead 2-0, and they look to widen the margin here with their first chance on the power play. Lee wins the draw cleanly into the linesman's skates, and that'll give New England the opportunity to clear. Taylor Wabick had to start the rush from behind her own net. Plays it to her sister, Miss Morgan. Now Trainee trying to use that speed. But Wabick from behind the net out to Carr, and a huge save by Peltier. Now Trainee will clear it off the glass and down the ice. Shot goes wide of Schroeder. Call me crazy, but I think Balmoral Hall may have switched goaltenders in the break. They put in Megan Schroeder instead of Corrine Schroeder. Either way, a Schroeder has been in net for the Blazers. Now Taylor Wabick across the line. Cross for Yalowega, and the quick shot. Pelche saw that. And the best penalty killer on the ice has been Miss Pelche. Now Taylor Tom, cross ice for Yalowega. Yalowega into the zone, and Miss Delaney Bohm is offside. And there's 14 seconds left in this power play. It's been a very effective kill from New England, as they seem to have gotten a bit of a pep talk from their head coach, Josh Hector. Cross for Hirschfield. She won't get it past the line, and now the Blazers will have to regroup once more. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Taylor Tom. She's deep in the zone. Comes to Rory Ringer. Pile up in that far side corner. Ringer trying to work it loose. She finally will. Bohm's in there to help her out. Plays it back to Hirschfield. She has some room, tees it up, and that goes well wide. Off the end boards, it comes right to Miss Bohm. The near side down for Bohm. Trying to get through the slot. Poke check. Of the diving variety from Miss Pelche. Now Taylor Tom works it loose. Long shot. Well wide. Pelche out to play, and she'll clear it up the glass, but not out. Maxie Bird trying to work it down this near side. And New England still trying to get some extended zone time in the Blazers' end. So far, they've been unable to do so. Now a chance down low for the Blazers. And on that far side wall, they'll finally regain control of the puck. Sandylands back to the line, shot. Pelche will steer that to the corner. Bassett pinching in. Comes to Sandylands. Back to the point once more, and the shot goes wide. Out of the corner comes Morgan Wabick. Circles up high. Bassett walks in. The wrister doesn't get through the crowd. And now New England will finally clear it down the ice. Doesn't look like it quite has enough, and it'll finally go for icing. Scores 2-0 for the Blazers. Just under 5 minutes gone in this second period. Draw is 1. Here's Miss Bohm. Working it to that far side. Taylor Wabick pinching in. Ashley DeFusco will just clear it all the way down the ice. And that's going to go for icing here with 14:41 to go in this second period. New England's just hanging on here. Clearing the puck down for icing. One good thing in the JWHL, they are allowed to change on the icing call. Taylor Tom at the line will backhand it in. Miss Hirschfield, cross for Wabick. Wabick, long shot. That didn't get the deflection from Bohm, and now once again, New England will clear, but it went off Tom's stick, so there's no icing on the play. She loses the handle, back to the line, long wrister, doesn't get deflected. And that's past the glove of Schroeder. New England with a chance to go to work here. That puck goes off the outside of the net. Cleared up near side for Bohm. Now Wabick. Into the middle, and Carr. He's been so slick. Pelche with the diving poke check, and the puck still loose to the side of the net. Comes back to Tom. Long shot, pad save, rebound. Carr's there. Another huge save. Pelche well out of the blue paint. And New England just flips it into the benches in desperation. What a crazy series of saves from Miss Taylor Pelche. Hanging on ever so desperately. Was almost out at the hash marks making saves. And then it was swept off the line by Miss Emma Dorf and flipped into the benches to get it out of danger. So the Blazers turning up the heat here in the second period. Lee off the draw, wins it back to Hirschfield. That shot goes off Lee in front. Another shot, weakly through. On the rebound, Pelche stacking the pads. And I believe she hung on as the net's gone off its moorings. And Taylor Pelche putting in yeoman's work on the goaltending front. as she's had to hold New England in it as they've been hemmed in for almost the entirety of this second period. So the Blazers look to continue their good stretch. Here's Lee with her sister in the corner. Back to the line. Cross for Hirschfield. She'll take the wrister. That goes off the shin pads of a defender. Now Lee, back to the line for Hirschfield. She'll settle it down and go cross ice for Guiman. Guiman down in the corner for Lee. Back to Hirschfield. She's got some room. Wrister up high, and that goes just over the net. And the Lee sisters still going to work. They'll finally get stripped off the puck. And now New England with a chance. They get it through neutral ice, but they're offside. Sister to sister comes the pass. Now the pass just through the skates of Yalowega for Hirschfield. Long shot. And Lee couldn't quite get the backhander through the legs. Comes to the line for Guimans. Across for Hirschfield. Hirschfield tees it up again. A nice blocker stop. Walking in is Guiman, and that's off a shin pad. Frenetic pace to the Blazers' attack here as Pelche's had to stand on her head. Another blocker stop. Lee back to Hirschfield once more, and that's through her legs, but she manages to hold the zone. Now Lee finally gets worked off the puck on the wall. And New England gets tied up in the linesman's skates. And finally, they'll just slap it down in desperation for the icing call. 11:49 to go in this second period. Score still 2-0, courtesy some mighty fine goaltending from Taylor Pelche. She's not yet committed to any college, but if you're watching this game, scouts, take note. She has been shelled and has been holding the fort for this New England Hockey Club squad. Lyon works her man over in the corner. Back to the line for Bassett. Cross ice, teed up, and that goes well wide. Now Morgan Wabick softly back to the line for Bassett. Across for Miss Wagon. Miss Wagon pinching in, down low. And now New England will have a chance. They'll get it out of the zone briefly. Now Morgan Wabick going to work for Sandylands. Wrister, and that's up top and wide. Morgan Wabick worked hard into the boards. Trainee tries to ring it round the near side. No going there as it's held in once more. Rory Ringer into the play now, and she has it behind the net. She'll bank it back to Miss Wagon. Miss Wagon off the shin pads, and now New England has a chance. 2-0. Here they come. Wrister up high, and that's a chance by the wayside. As Nicole Lorenzo was in all alone, opted for the wrist shot. She had Trainee with her. And the Blazers survive a scare there, as that was the best chance in this second period for New England to get on the board. Back to the line. Taylor Wabick, cross for Taylor Tom. Poke check back behind the net by Pelche. At the line, held once more by Wabick. And that's deflected up into the netting behind the net of Pelche. 9:45 to go in this game, in this second period. And the scorekeeper is not stopping the clock here. That's why I'm a little distracted. She finally stops it at 9:26, and the head referee will come back. And good luck to her if she can manage to put the score back up after not being able to stop it in time. So they're opting to drop the puck, let 15 seconds tick, and then start it once more. A nice little compromise. Into the zone is New England here. Worked into the boards are the Blazers. Miss Lorenzo back to the line. And Leah Poggio tried to tee that up and had it go between her legs. Couldn't get a decent shot away. Now the Blazers dump one in on Pelche. Working from behind the net is Jenna Abeda. She'll get it up to Miss Lorenzo. She'll ring it round the boards. Onto it is the captain, Cassidy McNeely. But the Blazers will chip it all the way down the ice. And this might be the first icing call against the Blazers in this second period. 8:43 to go now in the second period. Properly stopped up. You're watching JWHL Hockey on YouTube.com. I'm Jared Thomas with you for the call between the Blazers and the New England Hockey Club. Puck comes to the line. Chip past, and now Miss Yalowega has a chance. She's got the open wing, wrister and Pelche, another good blocker stop. Lee down low, centering feed for his sister, and what a tape-to-tape pass! And they get it past Pelche down low by the left pad. And some great puck work there by the Blazers. And they finally break through in this second period. The ice has been tilted towards the New England end. And finally, the Blazers managed to get one past Pelche, who's been standing on her head all period. So it was a sister-to-sister connection as the Lee sisters converted on that one. And they're back to work again. And this time, Pelche makes the glove stop and makes sure there's no more danger from the Blazers. So Kiara Lee and Kiana Lee. Yeah, I think they're sisters. Judging by the very similar names. Either that or there's something rotten in Winnipeg. Here's Miss Hirschfield. Cross for Guiman. Near side here, New England will work it into the zone, but right to the stick of Hirschfield, and they'll get it out cleanly. Now Yalowega and the Lee sisters go to work once again. Yalowega driving wide. She'll turn back at the line for Guiman. Guiman works it down low, and Lyon off the bench is after it. Lyon back once more to Guiman. Back again as they go back and forth on that far side wall. Now to work near side. Once again, Guiman has it. She'll work it down the ice all the way into the zone. Drops for Webeck, wrister, and Pelche, a great glove save as she snags that out of the air and makes sure the top threat on the Blazers doesn't get another one past her as she started things off in this game with the first goal. So Morgan Wabick out there with Lyon and Sandylands. And she wins the draw cleanly. Almost too cleanly. But held at the line. Long shot from Miss Wagon. Goes all the way to the corner. Wabick trying to work out. Can't get the shot away. Miss Wagon at the line. She'll circle. Dump it back down in that far side corner for Wabick. Wabbits work heavily into the end boards. No call on the play as a heavy check from behind, and she's down on the ice. This, the top scorer for the Blazers. She's getting up under her own steam, but the arm not raised by the head referee. Bit of a head scratcher. As from up here, that looked like a very dangerous play. 6:40 to go in this second period. And you gotta think head coach Jerry Wilson has something to say to the ref about that one. So we'll see if we get a makeup call on the way. That was a pretty heavy hit into the wall and a dangerous hit, the kind of hits that you'd like to see gone from the game. Sandilands driving in wide. That's Sydney Shayak. Shayak into the middle. Sandilands a good shot. And glove down, and making the stop is Miss Pelche once again. 6:09 to go in this second period of JWHL action from Vancouver. It's the 10th anniversary year, and the JWHL has the biggest crop of players who go on to play Division I NCAA hockey. So if you want to advance the education of your young girls at home or their hockey careers, the JWHL is the right path to go. The Blazers still have the puck tilted in the New England end, but now they'll break out. At the opposing blue line, they just managed to get it in, and the Blazers will head it back. They're having really a lot of trouble breaking in to that Blazers zone cleanly. And now Miss Trainey trying to turn on the wheels. Sporting Jägersold number 68, driving wide. Looking for somebody as she's controlling the puck. Leaves, shot, deflected. And that deflected oddly off Taylor Tom. And Schroeder had to be sharp, as the deflection bounced right by the pads on the near side post. And you'd hate to have an awkward goal result and the other team getting some momentum. From the line, long shot. And Schroeder gets the glove down and makes the stop. First little bit of action for Miss Schroeder, as she's been pretty quiet on her end for this second period. Just over 15 minutes gone, and now Morgan Wabick has a net, crossing the net, and Pelche with a diving poke check equals the task. And Pelche, I can't sing her praises enough. She's done everything but score a goal for this New England Hockey Club. And off the draw, the Blazers have it cleanly. But New England gets out with it, and that goes into the bench of the Blazers, and that's going to stop play. Faceoff's going to come just outside New England zone. Morgan Wabick out there with Carr and Bohm. Taylor Tom holds at the line. Tries to get the long pass in for Bohm. She can't handle it on the first time or off the end boards, and now a rush for New England. Into the middle, wrister, and a good kick save by Schroeder. Taylor Tom behind the net. Taylor Wabick trying to work it up the boards, get it out of the zone. Now Miss Bohm will finish the job and go for the change. Now the Lee sisters back out there looking to go to work. There's Kiana Lee back to the line. Wabick tees it up, and that deflects into the netting. That was a high heater. And the Blazers still looking dangerous out there. 3:34 to go in this second period. 3-0 the score for the Balmoral Hall Blazers. Kiara Lee in to take the draw against Miss Trainee. Yalowega down low for Lee. Behind the net, her sister has the puck. Back to Hirschfield, and that goes just past her stick, and she has to retreat out of the zone. Hirschfield will bank it off the wall. Now Yalowega up for Lee, into the middle for her sister. Shot, rebound, Lee's there, but the shot goes wide. It's New England trying to batten down the hatches, collapsing around their goaltender. Hirschfield for Lee. Oh, and nearly a nifty slap pass like play. Out here in Vancouver, we got the Sedin twins, and these Lee sisters are much alike. And now Miss Trainee nearly broke loose, and she's the biggest threat on this New England Hockey Club. Lyon into the zone off the bench, trying to cause a hustle and a hassle on this near side wall. New England will try the other side. Back for Miss Wagon. Miss Wagon lowering the shoulder, gets the puck stripped, but New England can't skate onto the puck cleanly, as number 7, Becky Antonelli, is getting hacked and whacked. Couldn't get a stick on the puck, couldn't skate onto it. Blazers with some good defense, and now one of their top defenders, Miss Hirschfield, is into the zone. The weak backhander easily handled in shortstop fashion by Miss Peltier. 1:51 to go in this second period. 3-0 the score for the Blazers. It could be a lot worse if not for the heroics of Taylor Peltier in net. Carr in to take the draw. He's got Sandylands and Bohm with her. Pardon me, that's Miss Lyon. And she has the puck now. Comes back for Bassett. Quick shot. Peltier deflects it dangerously into the slot. Miss Wagon lost her footing, but New England's not quite fast enough to skate onto the loose puck. And the Blazers will chip it back down in to the New England zone. Trainee's waiting for that breakaway pass. Not quite enough saucer on that dish. Now Carr smoothly in, wrister, and a great blocker stop by Peltier. Smooth skating Olivia Carr nearly had her second of the game. On the pile up near side here, the Blazers will finally come away with it. Sandiland, she's got a man in the middle. Swept away by Peltier. Sandilands looking for Ringer out front. Taylor Wabick at the line. Trainee trying to do everything out there. Coming back to help in the defensive zone. But the Blazers still managed to keep it in the centering feed. Now at the line, Taylor Wabick will hold. Only 15 seconds left in this second period. Up the wall, Taylor Wabick will pinch and hold it in. She'll skate all the way down below the red line. Morgan Wabick, nifty backhand play to no one in particular, and the buzzer sounds. And at the end of 40 minutes of play, the score 3-0. 2 goals came in that first period. The first coming from Morgan Wabick, the second from the smooth skating Olivia Carr. And the only goal in this second period came courtesy the Lee sisters with Alex Yalawega on their flank. They connected on a beautiful tape-to-tape pass and got one past Miss Pelche, who's really the story of the game, only allowing 3 goals despite being outshot by a ton. We'll see if she can hold the fort and help New England get back into the game as we start the third period. But we're going to take a quick break. You're watching JWHL Hockey on YouTube.com. I'm Jared Thomas from Vancouver. We'll see you on the other side. Good morning, hockey fans from coast to coast. Welcome back to the Lower Mainland. It's a matchup between the New England Hockey Club and the Balmoral Hall School from Winnipeg, aka the Blazers, here at ProTrans Community Arena in the snow-covered campus of the University of British Columbia in beautiful Vancouver, Canada. I'm Jared Thomas. You're watching JWHL Hockey on YouTube.com. And so far, it's been a one-sided affair in favor of the Blazers. Score standing at 3-0 for what is dubbed as the home squad, and both teams being away from home. And the goal scoring so far provided by Morgan Wabick, who got the first goal of the game, a bit of an odd one, coming off the end boards and just stuffed short side by one of the biggest threats on the Blazers. Second goal, Olivia Carr, smooth skating, had some slick moves to get to the high slot, and then a nice wrister on the blocker's side. But we're about ready for the third period, and here we go. Off the scramble draw, the Blazers will get control. There's only one goal scored in the second period, that coming courtesy of the Lee sisters. Take your pick as to which one got the goal. I believe it was Kiana Lee, number 14, who was the recipient of some great passing down low, but now training with a chance in tight, and Schroeder will steer that aside. Guidon has to make a smart move there. Can't hold at the line. Now Shayak trying to break in. She's turned away at the New England blue line. And we're going to have just our second call of the game. And it's going to be a hooking to Miss Rory Ringer. So she'll go to the sin bin for 2 or less. Not even a minute old is this third period. And New England will get a chance on the power play. Their first of the game to see if they can make this a game. At the line, long shot, gets through the backhander, and Schroeder makes a good adjustment after the deflection went to a woman in front, and she got the 5-hole closed up and makes the stop to keep New England at bay. Off the draw, Morgan Wabick wins it cleanly to her sister, but they can't get it out of the zone. From the line, another wrister. Great screen. Oh, and a great shot from the line once more. And New England showing they got a bit of, and the trainee sneaks it past off the end boards to turn around shot, and she scores. So Miss Bailey Trainee, who's been trying so hard all game to get her team on the board, finally converts on the power play. A spin around shot near side, beats Schroeder down low, and it's 3-1, and New England has new life. And Trainee's out there to take the draw after supplying the goal. The other end of the ice, two players collide. But now Trainee with another chance, driving in. She's got some room, shot up high. Taken down on the near side is Morgan Wabick. Now Trainee intercepts. She's got some people in the middle. Comes to the line. Abeda will just clear it back in. Now Lorenzo can't hold it on that near side wall, and Carr will break out with Bohm. 2-on-3, long slapper, and what a shot from Olivia Carr! The slapper, too much for Pelche to handle. She got good glove on it, but it just found a hole in the mitt and manages to blow by sheer velocity. And Olivia Carr gets her second goal of the game to restore the 3-goal lead for the Balmoral Hall Blazers. I usually call major midget hockey here in the Lower Mainland, and I'll tell you, some young men don't have that kind of shot. And now the Lee sisters going to work. Yalovega and Pelche makes a huge stop. Great rebound for her as she makes the key next save after allowing a bit of a shaky goal in what's been such a stellar effort for her in net. 17:25 to go in this second period. And the Lee sisters are out there with Yalovega. Yalovega intercepts. She's looking for the sisters in front. She'll play it to the line. Hirschfield tees it up. And Pelche manages to find that through the crowd and makes the glove stop. She's such a rangy goaltender. Not afraid to get out of the blue paint and throw whatever she has to make the stop. Lee wins the draw cleanly, almost too cleanly, but Hirschfield will hold the line, play it behind the net, and Lee's the only one after it. Appears on the scrum on the far side. They're going to redo the draw here as one of the Lee sisters locked horns with Jenna Abeda, and they didn't really stop. Guiman at the line. She'll backhand it down low. High around the glass. Abeda. She'll poke it past. 3-on-2 here. Abeda, long shot, and that's wide. Lorenzo can't hold it in. And now the Lee sisters try and go back to work in neutral ice. They're turned back. Hirschfield there. Lorenzo trying to strip her. Yalovega, nice bank pass. Here's Sandylands. Sandylands in. Pelche will poke that to the near side wall. Lee back for Wabick. Wabick, long shot, and Pelche will get the paddle down and cover up. 16-16 to go in this third period. Score 4-1 after teams traded goals early on in this third. It was Trainee with a nice spin around shot out of the corner. And then Olivia Carr with just a brutal slap shot that found its way through Pelche's glove. Now a wrister from the line, and that's not getting through Pelche's glove. She'll take it down and hang on. So now a face-off to her left as the Blazers look to widen the goal margin here. Lyon back to Tom. Tom will play it down deep. Sandylands after for it. She'll get the puck. Looking out in front. Trying to find Lyon. Now Morgan Wabick. Near side on the wall. Plays to her sister. Deflected, and that goes 5-hole. What a deflection from Miss Lyon in the high slot. And that slides 5-hole on Pelche. And unfortunately, the floodgates beginning to open here on Miss Pelche after what was such a stellar first and second period. The score now 5-1 for the Balmoral Hall Blazers. And Lyon will get credit for that one. But the Wabick sisters get the secondary assist. And they'll go back to work. Taylor Wabick plays it for Lyon. Back to the line. Taylor Tom can't hold it. And now Trainee skating onto it. He's got one man to beat. Into the middle. Can't quite find the trailer. Coming up into the play was Becky Antonelli. And she couldn't quite get it. Now Lorenzo. Long shot. Schroeder sees that all the way and steers it aside. Lorenzo loses her footing. Now Trainee cutting to the middle, down low for Lorenzo. Sharp angled shot, and that's easily handled by Schroeder. Now Taylor Wabick will go for a skate and just clear it into the near side corner. The Blazers will go for a change, and New England will think about doing the same. Sandilands can't corral that pass. Blazers try this near side. Knuckler gets through. Schroeder dives on the rebound. And the captain, Cassidy McNeely, was looking for scraps in front of the net. 14:36 to go in this final frame. 5-1 now the score. Courtesy a flurry of offense in this third period after a fairly dry second period that only saw one goal scored on both sides. Now Miswagen tries to bring it up the near side. She'll skate it in on herself. She's going to drop the shoulder and drive in, and she'll get it to go! Driving in, end to end, coast to coast. Miswagen lowers the shoulder, drives to the net, puts it forehand, and gets it past Pelche, and it's 6-1. So the Blazers have come to life here in the final frame. And Pelche, after holding the fort so well through the first 40 minutes, is finally starting to see some cracks in her armor. And the Blazers have scored 3 in this third frame already. And we're just over 5 minutes gone. Now Shayak the next to test. Sharp angled shot, and Pelche makes the positional stop. And hangs on. 14:03 to go now in this third period. Abeda right into the skates of Miswagen. So beautifully just drove the net there. And I mean, if the lane's open, and New England has been playing a little bit of collapsing defense, so they're allowing the Blazers to get through. Lorenzo with a low shot, and Schrader's got to be careful. Pelche does so well making those shortstop-like saves when the puck's down low. Schrader opts to just put the glove down with no body behind it. And as we know in baseball, that can get through. And in hockey, it applies just the same. Gueman at the line. Quick shot there. That's Emma Dorff unloading from the D. Off the draw. New England trying to press here. Looking to make this respectable once more. It's the smooth skating, hard shooting car was stripped, but boom, in sight. Good poke check by Pelche. Now Cassidy going the other way. Miss McNeely trying to work it in to the Blazers zone. Gueman up for Olivia Carr. She's got to skate onto it. She lumbers in and takes a heavy hit into the wall, and that's going to be a penalty. As Olivia Carr was lumbering after that puck, and she was smoked into the end boards. And Ashley DeFusco is going to go to the sin bin for 2 or less, as the Blazers will go to the power play. A little bit of jarring coming from both sides here. The Lee sisters out with Yalawega Wabick. The Lee sisters and the Wabick sisters out there. Yalawega, the lone wolf, And now Taylor Wabick from the line. Pelche with a good blocker stop. Back to Wabick. Trainee won't deflect that out. Cross from Morgan. Back door. Yalowega wasn't quite ready for that. Lee back to Wabick. Taylor across for Morgan. Morgan back to Taylor. Down low for Lee. Back to Wabick. Tees it up. That's high heat. And that's off the glass and the end boards, and Lee has it once more. Taylor across to Morgan. Quick shot, and that deflects to the near side corner. One of the Lee sisters is there for it. Cross for Wabick to her sister. At the line, they'll swap places now. Taylor tries to hit it down low. Lorenzo's marking her. Lee works her woman hard into the boards. And Emma Dorf is back up and into the play. Morgan Wabick, wrister from the line. Pelche sees it through the crowd. The rebound's loose. And New England steers it to the boards, but the Blazers still have control. Back door they try and go. Morgan Wabick steps down. Yalowega will resume her mantle on this near side wall down low. Cross from sister to sister. The Wabicks work it down low for the Lee sisters now. Into the skates of Kiana Lee. Taylor Wabick unloads. And Kiana digging for gold there, but Pelche covers up. 11:02 to go in this final frame. 18 seconds to go in the penalty to Ashley DeFusco. Cassidy McNeely out to take the draw. This has been almost a perfect power play, save a goal, but Cassidy McNeely takes that off the pads, and now she's trying to get in on the breakaway. Well defended by Bassett, who just manages to get her body in front of it, get her stick on the puck, and steer it to the wall. And the captain of New England can't get one shorthanded, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here comes Olivia Carr. Woo! A nice little toe drag. And she wants to make New England pay on the scoreboard after she took a heavy hit that resulted in the penalty. But now Trainee trying to break loose. Miss Wagon back for it, and she deftly evades Trainee. But Trainee's right back on her feet and back after the puck. Saucer pass, held in, but now the Blazers have a chance to get it out, and they will. Here's Miss Bohm, 1-on-2. Trying to cut across, and that's defended well by New England, and now they'll work out. Emma Dorf working it through neutral ice. In for Hirschfield. Ashley Hirschfield can't get it past the line. And now Lorenzo in after it. Pinching in is DeFusco. Now Hirschfield tries to work it up the wall. They'll get it out. Miss Bohm after it. Gueman. And it deflects briefly into the Blazers bench, and that's going to stop play. We'll have a face-off to the left of Miss Schroeder. .905 to go, and once again the clock is running. We got some rookie scorekeepers in the building. I hope it hasn't been running this whole time. Or we're going to see a very fast third period, which for New England fans might be a bit of a mercy here. Hirschfield up the wall. Trainee banks it. She took a bit of a slash. Here comes Rory Ringer into the zone, 1-on-5. She'll wait for her mates on the change and doing well to kill time as she waits. Shayak now in on the reinforcements. Back to Taylor Tom, wrister, that doesn't get through. Taylor Wabick. Nice little snapshot. Worked over on the end boards is Shayak. Off a skate. Dangerously down low, and now New England has a chance. 2-on-2, and here they come. Cobbett will circle. Lays it down low for Lorenzo. She's marked by Tom. Taylor Wabick comes to help her out. They'll get it up the near side. And now Shayak will have a chance to get it through neutral ice. Now Bailey Trainey. So speedy. She's brought down as she crosses the line, and there's going to be a penalty here. So with 7:05 to go, and the clock still running, so 6-1 the score here, and New England getting a chance on the power play as Trainey was hauled down. And I believe in the JWHL there is some kind of mercy rule, so that might be the reasoning for the clock running here. Don't ask me, I'm just a rookie in the JWHL. Don't know the ins and outs. But I'm liking the tenacity of these young ladies. And just the class of this league. Just by being in the JWHL, a lot of these young ladies have afforded themselves the chance to further their hockey careers, moving on to Division I schools in the NCAA or the CIS. And they're also not only bettering their hockey careers, but their educational careers, as we're seeing more and more girls and boys opt to go the university route. At the line, held in, long shot, deflected on! And another player forced into the boards as Lorenzo goes well into the end boards. Now Carr marking her woman behind the net. Killing some time here, 40 seconds remain in this power play for New England. Pelche clears it up the wall herself. Gueman holds at center ice. Cassidy McNeely plays it gingerly up, and that's going to go for icing. And at 4:55, they'll stop the clock. Six to 1 the score here, courtesy of flurry of offense in this third period. It's kind of cooled off in the final 5 minutes here that we've seen, but the first 10 were jam-packed as we saw the teams combine for 4 goals. One on the side of New England, courtesy Bailey Trainey, who kicked off the third period scoring. And then 3 unanswered from the Balmoral Hall Blazers. Chipped up the glass, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Sandylands will dump it in on Pelche. She's got to be careful. Cleared in front, and Morgan Wabick nearly unloads. Puck's loose, nets off its moorings. And the linesman and the head referee don't mind. Bailey Trainey into the zone. Ashley DeFusco. She's down low, can't quite take that slap pass. Pelche opts to put the net back on the moorings herself. Now New England banks it up the wall, but right there is Rory Ringer to hold it in. DeFusco trying to work it out, and she will. Here comes Savannah Willard. Nice back pass for Cobbett. Kristen Cobbett back to the line. Long wrister goes off the stick of Ringer. She'll get it out of the zone. Now Shayak trying to help her get it past center ice. DeFusco will get it up near side to Trainee. Now Lorenzo. Nice sweep check from Taylor Wabick. Taylor Tom puts it forward to Sandylands. 2:45 to go in this final frame. And after it is Ringer. Ringer walking in, takes the shot. That's deflected behind the net. Sandylands. Weak backhander, doesn't get to the line. Taylor Tom will put it back into the zone. The Blazers will tag up. And the Lee sisters are on the case. As Kiara Lee's playing defense, covering for Taylor Wabick. She'll go cross ice for Yalawega. Yalawega has her pocket picked by Bailey Trainee. Lee off a shin pad, and now Trainee's looking to spring loose. Putting it ahead, she's in all alone. Bailey Trainee, forehand shot, and that's up high. Bailey Trainee goes knee on knee there. And she's down. But not out as she gets up. And she'll go off, and one of the Lee sisters will go to the box. It's going to be tripping, the call. Dangerous knee-on-knee hit. So Balmoral Hall back to the penalty kill. And New England will look to get one for austerity's sake. At the line, held in by a beta. DeFusco deflected. Cleared down the ice by Yalawega. And Lee is hot on the forecheck. Causing some confusion down low are the Blazers as Yalawega and Lee are going to work. Forward pass to the captain, Cassidy McNeely. They'll try again, and this time McNeely corrals it properly. So stop up and spin, plays it back to the line. A beta cross for DeFusco, slap shot, rebound, it's loose in front. And they can't quite get to the puck. The Blazers will steer it to the wall, and now they'll ring it around, and you gotta look out. This is Miss Wagon, and she went end to end earlier in the game. Up for Olivia Carr, onside. Trying to go for an offensive foray on the shorthanded attempt. Miss Wagon one-on-one. Wrister. Pelche makes the blocker stop. Only 20 seconds left in this third period. Now a chance. Antonelli, she's got Trainee. Finds her. Wrister. And Schroeder makes the stop. And time is going to expire here. Finally stop the clock with just 3 seconds left. The scorekeeper is snoozing down there. But I doubt New England would have scored 5 goals in the seconds that have ticked by. And they score one late before the buzzer! A buzzer beater from New England. And that's a little goodwill going forward in the tournament. as they get one past Schroeder late in the game. And I hope they count it. And it was the captain, Cassidy McNeely, getting the late goal to make it 6-2. So that's the final here from the Pro-Trans Community Arena. It's been a crazy up and down game. I'll give you the 3 stars as I saw fit from up here in the broadcast plateau. 3rd star, I'm going to give it to Miss Morgan Wabick. Was all over the ice offensively. Got things started with the first goal of the hockey game, a couple assists, and some great work all around from her on the power play. Shorthanded, she does it all. There's a reason why she's the top scorer on this Blazer squad. 2nd star, despite allowing 6 goals, I got to give it to Miss Peltier. She held her team in it, kept it really tight through that second period where the ice was tilted almost solely in the New England end, making stop after stop, gave her chance a team going into the 3rd. They did get a goal in the start of the 3rd, but then the Blazers pulled away offensively, and the 1st star of the game, a 2-goal effort from Olivia Carr. And she only had 9 goals coming into this one, and you got to wonder why she doesn't shoot the puck more. She had some smooth skating and a nice wrister from the high slot, and then a slapper that managed to get its way past Taylor Peltier. But that's going to do it for me anyways at the JWHL tournament here in Vancouver. You've been watching on youtube.com. There's plenty more action to come, so keep track of that on the website. But for all of us here, Mr. Mateo on camera and myself on play-by-play, until next time, see ya, love ya, bye.